Bang. Alright. Are we live? We might be live. I feel like the easy way to verify if I'm live, unless someone wants to speak up in chat, is to go and see if I'm live on my own stream. I am. Cool. Okay, sweet. We're live. It's subscriber only chat because if you want to talk here and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? This is the friends hanging out vibing is what this one is. There we go. What up, what up? All right, Ivan, Corrosion. Hello. Okay, cool. I can see you guys. I can read what you guys are saying. And now, with all that out of the way, time for me to yap and ignore you all. Yeah. Let me know if audio balancing and everything is okay or not. What's good, Eli? It's been a minute. I'm sorry, I've disappeared. Yeah, if you don't know me IRL, answer a text. What do you mean won't even answer a text? Brother, you haven't texted me. I don't think you have. I could be wrong. I'm looking right now. I don't know when the last time you even texted me was. Anyways, stop distracting me. Yeah. I have... This channel has been very dead. Partly because I have been super busy. Started new job, still internship in October, and have been dying. But as you can see from the thing on the screen here, I'm looking at the Toronto Regional Championships. There is a reason for me looking at Toronto. Not because the results are funny, though. I mean, the results are funny. Wolfie con Perish, you know. Wolf Glick winning with Perish Trap, that kind of is par for the course. But I was there, which is cool. Go live to you, then ignore chat. Okay, come on, Eli. But yeah, I was there. It was fun. I'm gonna start off with all the vibes stuff until people get in here, and then I'm not gonna lie, as much as this stream is for you guys, this stream is for me. Because my brain is rattled after this weekend. I need to collect my thoughts. I need to get them down somewhere, and I can't be bothered to write. So, yeah, we're gonna go through my notes. We're gonna go through my matches, and we're gonna figure out what the heck happened, because I learned a lot this weekend. Some good, mostly things to improve on. But yeah, so that's the general vibe for today. We're gonna talk about the vibe in Toronto. We're gonna go through my matches, figure out what happened when. I'm gonna try to piece together how the matches went from my very bad notes. And then if I have time, because I do have a bedtime, but if I have time, we'll hop on ladder with my Toronto team and take 1 or 2 games with it while ladder is incredibly free, because Wolf Glick just won a regional with Perish Trap. The ladder is going to be so incredibly free. Yeah. So, so bad the finals is Kingdra versus Charizard. I don't know why you'd be mad about that, Corrosion. It's, you know, Gen 1 dragons just going at it. And yes, I said dragons, plural. But yeah, yes, Corrosion, 9th place Yahoo, we'll get to that. So, went to Toronto, flew out Thursday night, because I knew I would want the Friday to relax. I've been running on like less than 6 hours of sleep for the past like 3 months. So, getting the extra sleep and getting to relax and getting to hang out with people, super fun, super needed. I went to Toronto with two goals. I had two goals when I hopped on that plane. I wanted to eat Nando's, and I wanted to, at the very least, like the bare minimum was go 4-4. That was my goal. And day one, we knocked it out the park. Went, got Nando's, got a whole group of people together. It was a good time. Food was great. I waited a bit for mine, but I mean, everyone else was enjoying their chicken, and I was very happy to have introduced more people to the wonderful ways of Nando's. Peri Peri is immaculate food. But yeah, Friday, get in. We, went to the convention center, got our wristbands, did some shopping. The plushes are all over yonder, but if there's time later, we'll grab the plushes. But I'm a mess right now. Yeah, we do our thing, relax, and Friday, the big highlight of Friday was helping people with spreads. The first big takeaway from this weekend, when it comes to maximizing what a Pokemon wants to do, I think that is something I've gotten really good at this year. Between Draft League, between adapting people's regional teams, like for content, between building on my own and having relative success with the teams that I build this year, I think I've gotten really good at saying, hey, what does this Pokemon want to do? And how do we squeeze all of the juice out of its stats as possible? How do we find or out of its set as a whole, right? How do we find that correct move in the last slot? How do we find the right Terra type? How do we find the right stats, right? I think I've grown in that respect a lot this year. Huge plus. And I mean, the reason I say that is because Friday was also finalized teams night, not for me, but for other people. And we'll get to that. But, and all the sets that we worked on Friday night, they did exactly what they were supposed to do when they were supposed to do them. There's I forget what Liam was questioning Thursday, but Liam was questioning something Thursday, and we came up with an answer, and they balled out. Rockwell, his Hydreigon, Blake, his P2. It was really nice getting to collaborate and team build in person. A new experience, a fun experience, something that I might try to do more. We'll see. But no, we cooked. And then we go to bed, and Saturday, nice, bright and early, because for regionals, most regionals, round one starts like 8:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30 a.m. local time. So nice, bright and early, make our way over to the convention center. We were staying nearby. And I walk in and I'm like, all right, I'm feeling good. And the reason I'm feeling good is because I have been running. We're going to stay on the screen for a while. Sorry. Just put me off in the corner and, listen while you go do chores or something. I'm not your dad. But yeah, reason I'm feeling good is because I have been running the same team since the weekend before the Louisville Regional Championships, which I wanted to go to and did not get to go to. For those of you keeping track at home, that is 3 regionals ago, or I guess 3 now counting Toronto. Yes, Ivan, the goated squad. The team came together like the night before a doubleheader local that I was going to. I hit up Ivan in a panic and was like, my Skeleturge team sucks. I want to build from the ground up. And we built an absolute monster of an Arch Screens team. Arch Screens plus Ape. We'll get more into the team later. But the big thing to note, I built that team 2, maybe almost 3 months ago now. It has barely changed. And part of that is the nature of Reg H, but part of that is lack of preparation on my end. And lack of active iteration and active keeping tabs on how things are going. The team still plays incredibly well. If we get to play later tonight, we'll see it in action. I have not touched ladder in forever. I'm probably like in Pokeball or Great Ball tier. We'll farm something and it's gonna be great. But like the team as a whole does really well, and the team clicked for me right away. I build it with Ivan on, I believe, a Saturday night, and the Sunday is a doubleheader down in Connecticut, and I get top 16, barely, I think by points, like by like resistance. Like I bubble into top 16 in the cup, and then in the second chance challenge, I go undefeated win. And as the day went on, I was playing better and better, and the team felt really good, and the team clicked with how I like to play. And the way I like to play, for people who, you know, may not have seen me play in tournament as much, is I play a very positional defensive game. I know my homie Abdurzak is here in chat. He's played me in chess. I'm the same way there. Like, I am very much someone who struggles to take those calculated risks and would much rather sit in a comfortable position and be like, listen, I know you cannot break me, right? I don't care if I can't break you, you can't break me. That must be good for me, right? That's like how I've grown or how I've developed as a player so far and gotten comfortable playing. And I've gotten really good at doing that. And this Arch Screens team is like the perfect example. Set up screens. Our Chaladon gets its boosts going and it's unkillable. Annihilate gets its boosts going and it's unkillable. Politoed for bulk, Vivian for bulk. We'll get into the team more later. But anyways, actually, why am I saying that? Let's get into the team now. What am I doing? You could tell I haven't planned this at all. So, yeah, here's the thing. Here's the team. I have no idea if you guys can see Grim. You can't. Let me just I'll just. Oh, oh. I'm breaking everything. Wait. Move, please. No, you. Yes, you. Move. Bang. There. I'm living down here now. Hello, I'm tiny. I was leaning the wrong way. Dang it. Okay. But yeah, this was the team that I took to the. This is still surreal to see, like official Toronto. You can't select that, but official Toronto regional open team list. Hello. Mom, I made it. But yeah, Grimmsnarl, Tauros, Friendguard. This team doesn't want to take damage. Politoed over Pelipper because this team doesn't want to take damage. Our Chaladon with the incorrect spread because this team doesn't want to take damage. Annihilate with the incorrect spread because this team doesn't want to take damage. Right? And over the past 2 months, I have played some of the strongest Pokemon I have played results-wise. Actually, not even some of. I've gotten the best results that I've ever gotten. And it's not even particularly close. I was last season, in the 2023 season as a whole, great that I played the second half of the season, right? January to June of 2023. I got a total of 17 CP championship points, for those of you who don't know, the official competitive circuit, like, standings points. 12 of which I got by default because I was at a 3-person local where a staff member hopped on to be the 4th so we could play. And at that point, if 4 people were at an event, everyone got points, right? So 17 of which, 5 of which I earned in a GC. The rest were not real points. Then July, I played in a cup, got my first real big boy points there, got 20 points from that cup for finishing top 16, bubbled in at like 15th with Kyogre, Assault Vest, Screens. Actually, the exact same Grimmsnarl. Kind of a one-trick pony. Take this Grimmsnarl and start going on a tear. I ended up getting, between when I built this team and today, 80 championship points. Finished first in a challenge, top 8 in a cup, and top 16 in 2 other cups. the results were showing. I was feeling comfortable with my play. The team felt good. And all in all, right, like, I was like, all right, I'm not getting much time to play heading into Toronto. My only practice is at locals, but I feel really good. I feel really comfortable. And this team in general, like, I was keeping vague tabs on the meta, and I was like, all right, nothing feels incredibly crazy, right? Like, nothing feels incredibly horrible, right? I think I can, maybe make some noise, right? And, have a good run at Toronto Regionals. Out of 735 players, 488. My goal for the weekend, like my conservative goal for the weekend was points, top 256. I did not get remotely close. I think I finished with high resistance among the people who went 3-5, but even then, like, right? This was not how I wanted this weekend to go at all. So we'll get into what exactly happened here. It's time to crack open the notebook. I have my bookmark, which is my team sheet, and we'll kind of just get into it and get into going over what happened in all of these sets. That's not the right day. That's the last tournament. That's... There we go. Here we are. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I do love Toad, Ivan. I was ahead of the Polytoad wave. I mean, I don't know. In my mind, I always was a little sus on Pelipper as a rain setter, just because like it is so frail, and it never really clicked for me in that way. And I think as teams got more balancey, people started seeing kind of the weaknesses in Pelipper's game, and Polytoad gets good tools. Haze is amazing. It won the same amount of regionals as Pelipper, and they're basically Pelipper is good. But Pelipper's good, but I think Polytoad is just as good. And I mean, Polytoad won Toronto. So what are we doing here? And I played Kyogre. We'll get into what I'm going to be playing in Reg G at the end of this. So, anyways, this is how the day went. We're going to go high level before we even get into anything else. It was a weird day. In case it's not incredibly apparent, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. It was a very up and down day. I did not build any momentum one way or another, which I think is a good sign to a degree. Mostly because the wins were consistent and the losses were consistent. I just, and on top of that, through the first 7 rounds, I did not play a single game 3. Every set was 2-0. I was either 2-0ing my opponent very comfortably, not even close, or I was getting 0-2'd and had no clue what to do whatsoever, and I was just completely lost. Which, to be honest, I think overall, like, the up and downness of the day is a good sign, because it shows that, I'm taking each set as it comes, right? Whatever is coming over from the previous set, like however I'm feeling about the last set, good or bad, is out the window the second I sit down. I think that is objectively good, objectively correct. Obviously, like, you would want to be able to get on a hot streak, right? And like just be like, all right, I'm playing amazing today. Let me ball out, right? But at the end of the day, each of these players is a different player. Each of these teams is a different team, even though there's like a lot of similar Pokemon, right? Because that's how metagames work. Each of these teams is different. Each of these teams plays a little differently, and each of these teams is like its own challenge. Asterisk, we'll come back to that. Up until round 8, it was alternating losses and wins. It was no game threes. Round 8, I want to get into in more detail later because I still need to figure out exactly how round 8 went the way it did. I did say heading into the day that, and I said it, I think on Friday, was like, I was like, this thought kind of popped in my head. I was like, this would be amazing. I was like, you know, because I was feeling myself, like, I was feeling my confidence rising. So, I was like, all right, round 1, I want to just get absolutely bodied, right? I want to lose, preferably to, like, you know, a household name player who, you know, just wipes the floor with me. I have no chance, and, like, it's the ego check that I need. And then round 2, I want a nice easy win, right? Because then it's the ego check, and it's, all right, but you're still good at this game. Now go out and play your game. And round 1, I got the first half. Oh, I meant to click on the theme. Round 1, I got the first half of that. I played against Justin Morris, a name I recognize because I've seen his name on the Cut Explorer. Apparently, he cut Louisville this year. Or not cut. Sorry. Day 2. I think he finished like just outside of cut. But yeah. And I was like, okay, I think I kind of recognize the name. Whatever. Anyways, let me look at the sheet. And I see Golden Go, I see Blood Moon Ursa Luna, I see Scale Shot Dragonite. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I see Aurora Veil Ninetales, and I'm like, whatever, I'll win the Stallfest. And Mousehold ends up being my undoing. Not only did I get O2'd in this set, I never saw the 4th Pokemon in either game. I saw Golden Go, Mousehold, and in game 1 I saw Ursaluna, and in game 2 I saw Dragonite. I just simply had nothing, specifically for this Mousehold, because game 1 I bring Archaludon. I'm like, all right, listen, I don't think this team has the tools to break Arch. I can get in good position. This team does have the tools to break Arch. It's called Super Fang. Super Fang, of course, breaks Arch. And I don't recognize that in Team Preview Game 1. And Mousehold does its thing. Justin originally goes for Pop Bomb into Grim in Game 1, which is incredibly funny because he learns that even without Reflect, it's a 2-hit KO. Without crits on Pop Bomb with the wide lens and 10 hits, which is incredibly funny. My spreads are amazing. So yeah, like, it's, you know, this Mousehold is like, you know, a bit like, it's a hybrid build. This is a Mousehold that I would build, where it's like, all right, I want the utility, I want the support of the Friend Guard and the Follow Me, and the Super Fang, but also I want to be able to do damage if I need to, right? And the Terra Ghost is scary. Of course, the Terra Ghost Follow Me, and, you know, you keep the Protect there because you're not like a Sash set, right? And you go Friend Guard over Technician because you're still doing good damage, right? Like, it's a really good set. It's a really good Mousehold set. That Mousehold is my undoing in game 1. And I was just very fast and loose with my own Archaludon. I should probably have my own team sheet, like, up somewhere. Let me do that. Here, we'll open up my team for reference. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, there. Oh my God, no one's level 50. Let's here. That way the numbers make sense when we look at the numbers. Also, apologies, I'm a little sick. I was a little sick and a little sleep deprived having into Toronto, but, like, not enough to where I'm like, all right, that's my John for the weekend. Anyways, so, yeah, I play very fast and loose with Arch. Because, I'm feeling good about the rest of the team not being able to break Arch, um, and Mousehold Super Fang. Uh, it was Mousehold Super Fang into a +1, or either I think it was +2 with Light Screen, Golden Go Shadow Ball, and it's like that's enough to pick up Arch like every time. Um, and then from there, Arch is gone. I had brought Grimmsnarl Arch with Politoed Vivian. I had gone fully into the Arch mode, and I mean, it's just what can I do, right? And what's the other note I have here? My handwriting is horrendous, so I'm gonna be spending a lot of time trying to decipher my own handwriting here. Um. Oh, and apparently in this game, I had a position somewhere. I believe I still had Arch. No, I had Politoed on the field. It was Vivian and Politoed on the field, and I had an opportunity to click side Pollen Puff to maybe try and bring the game back a little bit because the Ursaluna did Terra, but like I mean, it's still Politoed in the rain clicking Weather Ball, right? It's still a strong move. Um, but yeah, that was game one. Game one's a wash. Game two, I made the correct adjustment. I lead Grimmsnarl Annihilate because I identified the Mousehold as the problem. And the one note I have from this game is just make the tough call, because this Annihilate at one bulk up, so +1 +1 behind Reflect, behind Light Screen, it is big chillin'. I even Terra the Annihilate? I didn't even Terra the Annihilate because Dragonite got led. It was Dragonite Mousehold lead with Golden Go coming in at some point, but Annihilate was sitting in front of this Mousehold for what felt like years. I definitely had at least 4 opportunities to click Drain Punch into the Mousehold. It is not Sash. I could have taken this Mousehold at any point, and I never clicked it because I was like, what if Terra Ghost follow me? And in what's going to be a trend, right? I don't make the aggressive play. I just sit back and be passive. D-Knight just starts chipping things away, right? Mousehold just starts chipping things away. Golden Go comes in, makes it rain shadow balls, and I did bring Arch and Toad, but I think by the time I got Arch on the field, it was already like a losing board state just because I had spent way too long. I had a good position and I did not capitalize. And that's it. That's the story of round one. Round one is just like not a very quick 2-0. And I did well to make the adjustments in game two. I definitely could have forced a game three. I just did not step on the gas when I needed to, and I got punished for it. And that is round one done. Hello, Honorud. I see you. Sorry, I'm in very yap/studying mode. Did you watch the entire team? Oh my God, Honorud, you madman. Anyways, you didn't miss anything. So I get beat handily round one, but I'm like, all right, I did kind of want this. I did want this reality check. I did need something to shake me up and be like, no, I have to play very disciplined, right? And then I was like, I want a free round two. I got a free round two. This is it's a team with a lot of really cool ideas. Obviously, Weezing, Toedscruel, very established. I think the ability shield on Golden Go on a Weezing team is really cool because you keep good as gold, which is part of the reason Golden Go is so broken, right? You can't do things like taunt, you can't spore it, right? You can't not being able to put any status move onto the Golden Go slot is massive. So really good ideas there. Choice Band Meowscarada is a beast. I love it so much. Slacking is a classic on a Weezing team. The Volcarona didn't come to our set because, it's a rain team. Like, you're never going to bring Volcarona. But, I mean, this team has a lot of really cool ideas, but the things I kind of noticed right away are, hold on, this Golden Ghost set, because it is Ability Shield and it's Terra Steel, right? It's not super scary. This Meowscarada is kind of scary-ish, but not really. Annihilape just wins, right? And I just kind of had a very free 2-0. Funnily enough, I did the thing that Justin did to me round one, where in both games, I only ever showed 3 Pokemon, right? Grimmsnarl, Annihilape lead, Grimmsnarl, Annihilape lead, set up, get in position, get Vivillon on the field, either by letting Grim drop or by switching it on, and Vivillon next to Annihilape, I got plenty of Pollen Puffs off. Annihilape finished those games with plenty of health. I think game 1 started with Reflect, knock off into Annihilape, did not KO. Protean Choice Band, knockoff does not KO Annihilape. And the big thing I'm proud of from this game, or from this set, is game 1, my opponent leads Meowscarada Golden Go. Golden Go tries to do its thing, doesn't really get to do it, right? It's Weezing slacking in the back, but I mean, for Annihilape, that's just free. And I'm like, all right, I'm feeling good. Game 2 comes around, and I'm like, I think, the adjustment is Toedscool, right? And so I can lead my same thing, but I've got Misty Terrain on Grimmsnarl, right? That just shuts down everything Toedscool wants to do. And I get the turn 1 right. Like, it's a very telegraphed play from my opponent, and I read the adjustment well. A theme we're going to come back to. I read the adjustment well. I make the play to counter the adjustment. I get in good position. And in this set, I mean, I had already done it once, or just walk my opponent through to Annihilape endgame. I do it again. Comfortable 2-0. I'm 1-1, but I'm feeling really good at this point, because I'm like, all right, the team functions the way I want it to. Round 1 felt like, round 1 didn't feel like an unwinnable matchup, and to be honest, this is probably not an unwinnable matchup. But, like, I had not thought about the mouse hold Super Fang into Arch stuff at all. I found Annihilape late. If I find Annihilape game 1, then maybe game 2, I have more opportunities to find something new, right? Because I think even in that game 2, right, like, round 1, if I bring Annihilape out and don't second guess the Annihilape, I think I second guess the Annihilape because of Golden Go. I think that's what happened. I was just scared of Golden Go. But if I bring the Annihilape game 1, and I send the Drain Punch into Mouse Hold at any point, even if it Terras, just show that I'm willing to do it. I think game 2, I open up an opportunity to find something, and I have a set there, right? Like, at the very least, like, I think round 1 should have gone to a game 3, but I did not perform the way I needed to make that happen. Round 2, comfortable win, and then we get to round 3. And, I keep doing this. Round 3 is Dozogiri. This is the first time where I'm like, hold on. It's Dozogiri with Arch. But it's Arch and it's Hisuian Typhlosion, but with no Weather Setter. Because this Whimsicott is fake Tears. It's fake Tears next to Golden Go and next to Archaludon. And I'm like, wait, this is a very interesting team, a really cool team. And like a very difficult matchup because this team has so many ways that it wants to beat you. And if you bring Sun, this team will punish you. And if you bring Rain, this team will punish you. this team will punish you twice in rain. This team will punish you 3 times in rain. So, and my opponent, credit to him, knows his game plan. My opponent knows, all right, I see rain. I want to bring Archaludon. I want to bring Dozogiri. And my opponent does that twice. My opponent leads Whimsicott Archaludon with Dondozo Tatsugiri in the back. The game 1, I bring Politoed. I bring the rain for my opponent, even though my opponent has the tools to punish me in rain. Because Politoed is also my haze user for Dondozo. Also in game 1, I terrored my... Game 1, it was a lead of Archaludon, Whimsicott versus Grimmsnarl Archaludon. And for some reason, I don't know why, I'm looking at this Whimsicott with nothing to... Like, Moonblast kind of hurts, but I'm about to set up Light Screen. Right? You can't stop me from setting up Light Screen. Dragon Pulse maybe hurts, but, like, not really. Also, you're a Power Herb set. You want to click Electroshock before you do anything else. And for some reason, I see that lead, and I click Terra Fairy. I don't know why. And I do well to recover and, like, make it, like, a little bit of a game, but, like, burning my Terra turn 1, losing Arch early, letting Dozogiri do its thing afterwards. It's just like, I just did not have the tools to break it. And I did learn some cool things. I did learn that my Arch, when Terra'd, still eats a +1 Rave Crash in the rain from Dondozo. That's cool. And God, if anyone could tell me what that word is, that would be great. I said just don't something turn 1. Yeah, I have no idea what I wrote down. That's the other thing. I should probably get better at, like, taking useful notes for review, because my notes are really good for me during sets, because I'm writing down the Pokemon that are there. I'm keeping track of whether or not a Terra happened, and I'm writing down the things that are, like, the thoughts that pop into my head that I'm like, save this for later. Things like speed interactions, things like calcs that I'm surprised by, right? Things like notes on how I'm playing and what I need to do to adjust. Those are the kind of notes I take. But anyways, yeah. Game 1, I give Tyler Rain. And then game 2, I do adjust. I also realize that the Arch mirror for me is, like, kinda iffy, right? Let me bring Annihilate, right? My opponent brought Dozogiri with Arch. And then I bring Ape, which, you know, is a physical attacker, into Dondozo. And, like, I play okay. I get a big crit with something. I think my Annihilate gets a crit to KO their Arch, or at the very least put their Arch in range of something. Or maybe Grimmsnarl got, like, a Spirit Break crit or something. I got a crit that helped me stay in the game, and, like, I was able to stretch the game out a little longer. But just in general, like, another case of just, I think I was planning for an adjustment for my opponent when there didn't need to be one. This was the first Arch that I came up against, and it was, I kind of identified, like, pretty early on, like, oh, the Arch mirror is very hard for me. Especially because in game 1, I did let the Arch run rampant. And in game 2, I did what I could to try and dissuade the Arch from doing its thing, but it was too little, too late. Uh, Corrosion, is this a Boit team? This might be. Well, like, okay, yeah, AV Dozo does feel very Boydian. I'll definitely agree with that. Um, but yeah, uh, yeah, Rockwell, I'm live. Because I need to review my Toronto notes, and if I don't do it live, I'm never gonna do it. Okay, this is a Boit team. Yeah, no wonder it feels so incredibly saucy. Is this his GC team? Nice, nice. Yeah. So in general, my big note from the weekend, spoiler alert, was you need to prepare against the common stuff because I had no Arch Rain matchup. But also, if I was just keeping tabs on things and preparing against things, I would have definitely caught this. Because many people don't pilot a Boit team, and many people don't pilot a Boit team well, but like the general like level of sauce to it and like some of the text do like get picked up kind of. So Whims for Murkrow, Typhlosion for Blaze Tauros. Okay. Good to know. I do love that Jamie Boyd went Paldean Tauros. I feel very validated in my decisions. The team that almost had you hunting Drift. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Funny story from this weekend. Rockwell almost switched last second to Mirror Herb Drifblim, and we had to talk him off the ledge. It was a very funny. I left Rockwell alone for 30 minutes. I left Rockwell alone for 30 minutes, and he came back, and I came back, and he was just like, "Unburden Drifblim, it cooks, trust," and it's like it works on paper, but not for your team. But yeah, funny. God, so many funny moments this weekend. But anyways, I lose round 3, but I'm like, all right, it's okay. 1 and 2 is like a recoverable start. I feel like my losses have been, I wouldn't say avoidable, but like there was definitely a degree to which I felt like I could have played a little better in my losses, but I didn't feel like I was playing horribly. I was making game 2s close. I was staying in things, and I was like, all right, as long as I can have stronger game 1s, I'm fine. And so 0-2, 2-0, 0-2, right? A very up and down day so far, but the next set is the next set. I keep clicking on the player instead of the team. My next opponent brings some sauce. And I look at the team and I'm like, wow, this is a very balancey team. I like this. This is very beatable. If there's one thing my team does well against, it's, hey, if you cannot outstall me, GG's. If you can't outstall me and you can't punch through me, GG's. Rockwell, stop distracting me with this Drifblim glaze. I don't need this in my life. But yeah, get into round 4. I mean, the big things I notice are the Sneasler does not have Fake Out. Whenever a Sneasler doesn't have Fake Out, it feels so incredibly free because usually there's not another Fake Out user. In this case, there is Rillaboom, but it's like, all right, anytime there is little to no Fake Out on the team, especially not from Sneasler, Grimmsnarl is just free to do its thing, right? I can get my board state set up. I am good. Haze Primarina is a little annoying. Stomping Tantrum on D-Knight is a little annoying, but like, all in all, this feels like a very beatable matchup. This feels like a team that I have played a lot of my locals play some level of balance. And I'm like, I'm very comfortable piloting against this. Big Toad! Oh my god, the GOAT! Hello. Oh my god. Okay. I never actually covered Tony in the story time anyway, so this is good. We'll get back to Big Tone. Um, but yeah, I come into game one, and I'm like, all right. I've been playing well with Annihilape so far today. Nothing on this team really threatens Annihilape all that much, and I'm just like, all right, sure, we'll go Grimmsnarl on Annihilape. I don't see anything that really stops it. And it was a pretty comfortable win. I do learn early on that Annihilape is slower than Electabuzz. Because Electabuzz decides, I believe it decided. Did my opponent decide to E-Web? I think my opponent decided to Electro Web turn one, with Annihilape on the field, which was incredibly funny. And I was just like, okay, I'm just in good position. There was Primarina on lead, and like the boosts did get hazed away. But just seeing that my opponent was like either willing to or forgot and did Electro Web into my Annihilape, was like, all right, like I'm not feeling too shaken here. And then Dragonite doesn't really have the tools to break Annihilape at that point once it gets the Reflect and some Rage Fists up, and Annihilape cleans up house. Like it's kind of a gimme, but I did note down that Annihilape was faster than Prim because I think that was a good sanity check for me of just like, okay, like Annihilape is the way to go in this matchup. It's going to be incredibly strong. And then game two, the Sneasler Rilla lead comes out, and when it's double fake out, it's scary. But when it's single fake out, even if I'm not willing to Terra Grimmsnarl, it feels manageable. I do Terra Grim anyways. Annihilape does end up being faster than their Rillaboom, which is very satisfying because I did try to speed creep the Rillaboom crowd in general. And so getting at least one felt good. But yeah, like round 4 was just very comfortable. I'm going to call this out. This is the one win that I felt like I earned. Especially because game 2, game 1, I just brought the Ape. I left the Arch at home. Game 2, I brought the Arch. And we did get into a little bit of a dicey endgame where it was Arch versus Prim. Arch on really good health. Prim on really good health. Arch with... I don't even know if Arch even had any boosts, but Arch had snarled down the Primarina a fair bit, and Light Screen went away. Light Screen went away partway through the one-on-one, and it came down to, okay, my Arch is faster than the Primarina. Can I get 2 Flash Cannons off before it KOs me? And I think the Moonblast did, maybe like, my Arch had like maybe like 35%, and the Moonblast did 25%, which was incredibly like being able to secure that end game with just this objectively incorrect Arch spread was a really fun moment. And this was like the confidence booster win I needed of just like, all right, yeah, I'm 2-2, right? It's been an up and down day so far, but I'm not playing horribly, right? And just in general, like the day felt like manageable from there. I had myself a good egg sandwich. That's another thing I did Friday. I cooked both sets and food. If there's one thing I did right, I brought snacks, I brought water, I brought food. There was no point where I was hungry. There was no point where I was tired. I managed that part of the day really, really well. God, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very embarrassed doing like this notes review in front of Corrosion alluded to it earlier, Mr. Ninth Place. That was another highlight of the trip. Friend balled the fuck out. Oh my god. It was so exciting. One of these days, play Pokemon, we'll get this man on stream, And those of you who aren't in the New England crowd will get to see how amazing he is at Pokemon. But dude balled out. It was amazing. It was a really fun weekend. The energy was really cool. The friends, the vibes. Obviously, Anthony's not the only one to day two. Daniel day two. Keon day two. Hella people ended up 5-3. So like good vibes. Good vibes. And then this. But yeah. Oh, I don't know what I clicked. Oh right, Calvin Daytude. How did I forget Calvin Daytude? You're so right. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rockwell. I'm sorry, Rockwell. I'm sorry, Calvin. I don't know why I'm apologizing to Rockwell. But yeah. So we're halfway through the day. I have my sandwich. I'm feeling good. We get into round 5. And round 5, I see Archrain. And I see P2 Ursaluna. And I'm like, this is interesting because P2 Ursaluna is a matchup I'm very comfortable into. But Archrain, especially this like very standard Scarf Pelipper, AV Arch, blah, blah, blah. It's not something I've practiced against, but something that I feel good about I feel good against on paper, right? I have the 2 physical attackers and they are my best offense into Arch. But like it's Terra Grass. I've got Vivian to hit it when it Terra Grasses, right? I've got Haze on Politoed. We both want the rain, so it's like, all right, the rain is coming. It's whatever. I don't feel bad about bringing Politoed. Like, you can't abuse the rain any more than I can abuse the rain, right? And it's one of those matchups that, like, it felt good on paper. I decided to leave my Arch at home because I'm like, I need to bring Annihilape to punch through this thing. I need to bring Tauros to check the Ursaluna in case I'm a little sloppy with my terrain and don't block it from getting burned, right? And then Toad for the reasons mentioned above. Grimmsnarl for, because Grimmsnarl is my crutch. I lead Grimmsnarl plus Annihilape. And my opponent leads Pelipper plus Archaludon. And I just kind of let this thing run rampant. The Pelipper puts a ton of pressure into the Annihilape slot. I don't end up tearing it at any point. I probably pivoted out straight into Politoed. Turn 1 is probably what happened. That's probably like exactly what happened. I think the way turn 1 went was probably Grimmsnarl Ape lead into Archaludon Pelipper lead. I click Light Screen. I switch Ape into Politoed. I forget what Pelipper clicked. I think Pelipper probably clicked Hurricane into the Annihilape slot. And then Archaludon just gets a free Electro Shot into Grimmsnarl. And like, yeah, I'm eating it, but like, at this point, Archaludon's already rolling. I've got a very passive duo on the field, at least in the face of Archaludon, especially, because, like, Spirit Break isn't really threatening it. Haze is there, but also, like, I'm forced to Terra the Toad if I want to click it. And just in general, like, my team doesn't have the tools to stop Arch once it gets going. I say like many teams do. That's part of the reason it's so good. But I just don't know the matchup well enough. I also let Ape drop pretty quickly when it did come back on the field. And just in general, I don't manage that matchup well. Game 1 ends up being a wash. Game 2, I do adjust. I bring my own Arch. Basically in the hopes of, like, I need to... I do need to let this... I do need to try and at least somewhat dissuade this Arch from doing its thing. Spoiler alert, I can't. This is Terra Grass Arch, Assault Vest. Like, it's bulky. It doesn't need the screens to be that way. And game 2, did my opponent's side... No, this wasn't the opponent that did any side procking. But, yeah. Game 2 is closer. But game 2 is closer. I do learn that my arch is faster, which is interesting. Um, is this the turn that is this the game that I called the turn one correctly? This is one of the turn ones I think I call correctly, where because I brought Arch out, I was again it was a Pelipper Arch lead, and I was like, okay, Ursaluna probably comes in here. Let me play around that accordingly, and I set up Misty Terrain instead of Light Screen because I knew that Grimmsnarl would live in Electro Shot, and it all works out. I get in that good position. I at least get turn one correct. And I did note down to not discount Vivian in this matchup because Amoonguss came, and I just had nothing to hit Amoonguss. And it just became I got a good position turn one, but my own Arch and Annihilate just don't get going fast enough. So that's another O2. And the up and down day continues, right? But at this point, like, I'm not feeling discouraged at all because I'm like, all right, like, I'm still playing okay. I can still hit, like, my bare minimum goal, right? You know, I just need to, I was kind of in the mode of just GG go next at this point. Or I was just like, all right, I would like to play game 3 at some point. I don't care if it's like me or my opponent forcing the game 3. I just would like to play a game 3. Like, all my sets are going a little too quick. The day's kind of a little bit of a blur at this point. Like, it feels like all my matchups are just like over the second I sit down. Both figuratively and literally. So it's like, well, all right, like, I came here to play some Pokemon. I want to play some Pokemon. And then I got this round 6. I talked to my opponent after the set. My opponent had been up until like 4 in the morning trying to build this team and got halfway done and just said, all right, we ball. And yeah, I don't need to say anymore. I saw Terra Rock Garg, and me and my opponent both knew that, you know, Rain is just bad matchup for this team. I played it well. You know, I think something that, like, I do kind of tend to do is I do in these kinds of matchups, especially where it's like a very free matchup, I do kind of tend to play with my food a little bit. And actually, now I'm looking at my notes. In both of these games, I did make some reckless plays. Because I did in both games say play more disciplined. Where, you know, I'd be in a very safe position. It was the same 4 that came every game from my opponent, right? Of just what was it? Armarouge, Annihilate, Torkoal, Oranguru. Yeah, indeed, he never came. Oh no, indeed he did come the second game, apparently. Instead of Annihilate, which, I mean, makes sense. Annihilate wasn't really... Annihilate, without Final Gambit, wasn't really threatening my team. So, but yeah. I did play Reckless in this set, apparently, according to my notes. Actually, wait, yeah. My notes for game 2 just says... so sloppy. Because chances are I probably just had like some cleaner end game that I didn't really see all the way through. But I mean, it's also one of those where, like, after like the few sets, like, I had 3 sets in a row of, you know, really locking in and playing Pokemon, and then seeing like something like this is like, which, it's a regional, right? Like, you know, everyone's coming in different levels of preparation, and I'm sitting at 2-3, so it's like, you know, anything's gonna happen. I get the win. I get the 2-0. I'm not in any danger. But like, um, you know, maybe, 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 maybe it's maybe like something to look for, like as like a sign of like growth is like, okay, hey, these matchups, I'm just like, I'm sitting down, I'm winning the games, I'm moving on. Like I think in total that set lasted maybe like 8 turns longer than it needed to, just because of like sloppy endgame stuff. Um, Rockwell, why would you be tilted seeing those terrors? I saw Terra Rock, I saw Garig, and I was like, oh no! And then I saw Terra Rock, and I was like, oh thank God, okay, this is fine, this is free. Um, like it does on the face of it look disrespectful, but also it just looks like, hold on, like I think none of these Terras, yeah, these are all just unchanged Terras. Um, right, and like the sets do kind of look half done ish. All the abilities are all the most of the abilities are right. That should probably be Defiant. Um, right. And like the sets, like this set seems like, I don't know if like this was the intended set or not. I don't know if they meant to have Final Gambit on there or not. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate too much. Not very noteworthy set. It's only noteworthy in that I should have won quicker. um, like I played with my food. Um, which, yeah, it's funny. In my memory, I was like, I didn't really play with my food, and now looking at the notes, like, oh no, I did. I did. I very much played with my food. So, more discipline in those gimme sets is something that I need to develop for sure. And I think that'll come with like all the other things I need to grow as or grow in as a player. But anyways, it's like, all right, that set gets done. I just gotta chop it up with the guy after, just because I'm like, I need to take my mind off of whatever that was. And we are 3-3. At this point, I can still play for points, right? I'm at 3-3, and I'm like, hey, I can still play for points, right? Like, I haven't ripped off 2 wins in a row, but if there's any time to do it, like, now is it, right? Because like by my count at the start of the day, I was like, I'm pretty sure every 5-3 gets points, and I think 200, the top 256 gets points. 254 people finished 5-3 or better. So, you know, I was like, all right, there are still points to play for. It would be cool to go to a regional, get points. Yeah, like I'm not in contention for day 2, but like it's my first regionals, whatever. And then another one, another ape, or ape. What am I saying? Another arch. This time it is like very hard rain with Basque Legion. But it is hard rain. Anything interesting I noted from this sheet? I don't think so. But also, Basque Legion didn't show up until game 2 when I made adjustments, because the thing that I did in round 5 of let the arch get going, I did it again. And I think that is partly the nature of the team. I think partly it is it is just the nature of like, the team being a very passive, slow-paced team. Like my team doesn't really have options to kind of hit the gas right away, right? Annihilate takes time to get going. Arch takes time to get going. Tauros is strong in rain with wave crash into neutral targets. CC isn't threatening Okos on Arch. So like all in all, it's like the team doesn't have some instant firepower, and Arch eats that for breakfast. Anytime a team can't just threaten a KO right away, Arch is like, all right, cool. And that is very much what happened here. With the added bonus of I disrespected side scale shot in this matchup. It went up both games. Both games were just all right. Hey, Dragonite plays Archild on lead. Side scale shot. What are you gonna do? And my answers to that are very sparse because bug, flying, water, ice, but icy wind, like spread icy wind, and then electric, steel, dark. I'm not hitting Archaludon for anything on the special side. And scale shot is a free +4 or +5 on the physical side. So like I'm just kind of playing a crit game. And yeah, I just couldn't break it. Both games Archaludon just starts in a very strong position, and both games nothing I could do. And I don't think it was until after round 8 when I had like some time to like let things simmer where I was like, wow. Big takeaway from this weekend. I did not prep the Arch matchup at all. Of my 5 losses, 3 were Arch Rain. Which, considering, do we have Lab Mouse stats for this event? We probably do. Let's go ahead and take a second, and I'm pretty sure that's Toronto, right? Yeah, this is Toronto. Let's go ahead and just oh, would you look at that? Number 5. Number 5 in usage. Like, we knew this Pokemon was going to be everywhere. Everyone and their mother knew this Pokemon was going to be everywhere. Maybe not my mother. My mother doesn't really keep up with Pokemon like that. But most people's mothers would have known Archaludon was going to be everywhere. And I just did not prep into it at all. And part of that is by virtue of not many people at my locals playing Archaludon. And part of that is not really getting paired into the ones who do. Like, I could go back through my notes, but I'm pretty sure, like, the first set I played with this team in, late September, early October was an Arch Raid. It was basically a mirror. It's really funny. Something that was also incredibly validating was the first tournament I played with this was the weekend before Louisville. And I paired against Stefan Mott, Pengi, and it was a screens arch mirror, which the fact that like my gut instinct panic build of like thing that seems good that I can play well was the thing that Stefan was taken to Louisville. Was like, all right, fair enough. But like since then, I don't know if I really played that many arches. Well, I know I didn't play that many arches. I don't know if I played any. And so I had my lines on paper, right? I had my tools on paper. I was like, Pelipper Haze, the light screen, the ape CC, I don't know. And like, oh, I'll just like counter stall with my own arch. That doesn't work. And I knew heading into Toronto, something that I had struggled with in like the weeks leading up was like teams that can outstall my arch. And yeah, it just did not go well. So yeah, first takeaway, like this is takeaway 1B, really. Takeaway 1B from the weekend is prepare. Like actually prepare. I very much went into this regional on vibes. And the vibes carried me through the easier matchups, but through the tougher matchups, like I cannot go into a regional vibes alone. I'm not exactly, you know, like someone who's been playing this game for years, you know. So yeah, it's a hard way to learn the lesson, and like doy kind of lesson, right? But even though like I felt good about my play and felt good about my team, right? Not actually doing the deliberate preparation, because like this is like something like, oh yeah, like if you can't get a single win against one Pokemon, then that's like a very clear sign that that Pokemon is a problem for your team and you should probably adjust. So yeah, that was like the first big takeaway. But and at that point I'm like, all right, I'm 3-4, like my day's kind of over, but I've been lost win, lost win, lost win all day. I have one more set to play. I'm going to go win it, right? Like yes, I have missed out on day 2. Yes, I have missed out on points. But I can still my real base goal was, let me not leave the weekend disappointed in how I played. And I had one more opportunity to do that. And this round 8 set was the best set. Like, in terms of like, of all these sets, which one did you want to watch? It was this one. Not just because, oh, it went to 3. Yeah, duh. Of course you want to watch the set that went to 3. In terms of the quality of play, I think it was some of the best I played all day. And funnily enough, it started with a loss. So yeah, P2 Ursaluna. I don't think there were any real surprises on the sheet. I don't have a lot of notes on the team itself, right? I have Nasty Plot Gold. Substitute Ursaluna is cool. Like, not like matchup breaking cool, because my Ursaluna matchup is actually incredibly comfortable thanks to Grimmsnarl, but still incredibly cool nonetheless. Terragon P2, which I had seen a couple times at this point and knew that I did okay into. Throat Chop Sneasler, importantly, without Fake Out. I said it earlier, but anytime Sneasler didn't have Fake Out, I was like, all right, I'm big chillin', I'm fine. And then, yeah, Protect on Amoonguss as opposed to what's usually in that slot, Clear Smog. Not having the threat of Clear Slog, not having the threat of Fake Out, are two things that like make this incredibly easier for my team, because you can't disrupt what I want to do, which is very quickly just set up a unkillable board state and then just walk you down from there. And the only thing that really threatens me, Golden Go. P2 is scary-ish. Ursaluna is scary if I don't, set up the board for it accordingly, right? Ursaluna isn't scary as long as I set up the board correctly. And we get into game 1. It is a P2 Amoonguss lead, which screams to me, okay, there's an Ursaluna in the back. Right? It screams that to me, right? And I'm like, all right, I let Grimmsnarl annihilate. There's probably an Ursaluna in the back. The Ursaluna is Terra Poison, which is a pretty good defensive Terra for Ursaluna, all things considered. I mean, the ground weakness isn't great into like the mirror, obviously, but and just in general into Trick Room, like it's not phenomenal, considering the amount of psychic and ground damage running around in Trick Room. But pretty solid defensive Terra that I noted. I was like, all right, like if my opponent catches me with a Drain Punch, I'm not doing nothing, but like I'm effectively doing nothing. But yeah, I lead Grimmsnarl Annihilate with Terra Ground P2 on the field, and me assuming Ursaluna or no, I must have Terra'd later because Gold came out on the field at some point. But I was like, all right, I got into a board state where I felt pretty good about Terraing Annihilate, because even with Terra Ground and Ursa Luna, I had my screens up. I felt good. Gold came out early and it did force Annihilate to Terra, but I didn't feel too bad about it. Uh, what does this even say? Another moment of I wish I could read my own notes, because there's something there. There's oh right. Goggles. That's what it is. Wow, I must have been so cooked. Because at some point it was Amoonguss Golden Go on the field. And it did take me a while to realize, wait, hold on, I could just hit this Golden Go anyways. I don't care. The big surprise to me in this game, though, yeah, I did play sloppy. I did let damage stack on my Annihilate in this game. We won a little too much. And I did not bring Arch in the game one. I saw the team and I was like, I think Annihilate is really good in this matchup. I don't think I need Archaludon. Let me bring Vivian. Let me bring Tauros. Tauros, as my nice little Ursaluna and Sneasler check. And Vivian for Friend Guard, Pollen Puff stuff. Tailwind in case Ape ends up needing to beat the Golden Go outside of Trick Room, right? And I just played a little sloppy. I let damage stack on the Annihilate a little too much, and whenever I brought only one of my attackers, and I let the damage stack, right? Like that's a pretty easy way to lose because I run out of offense. But I did recognize from that game one that, this is a pretty winnable matchup. My opponent is going to play a little unorthodox in terms of not really like hard committing to one game plan. But I mean, to be fair, it's a raid matchup. You don't want to bring Ursaluna anyways. And game two, my opponent does go with what worked in game one. Golden Go did get going. So it was a Golden Go Sneasler lead. I did bring 3 of the same 4. I know Ape is good in this matchup. So I do lead Grim Ape. And I do bring Tauros. But because I had run out of offense so quickly in that game 1, right, bringing Arch in the back as that security blanket was the adjustment I made. Worked out really well. Good discipline. I was about to show you guys the handwriting, but you're not going to see that one. Yeah. Did better managing my game in game 2. God, I wish I took more detailed notes, because now I realize I'm getting to this game 3, and I'm not going to be able to fill in the blanks. Which sucks. The main reason I wanted to do this was to try and think out loud and fill in the blanks and have it all on the record. But yeah. Did much better playing in that game 2. My opponent brought the same 4 of Gold, P2, Sneasler, Amoonguss. Because I actually wrote down, oh right, I'm Goggles. I do remember in this game, I'm putting Annihilate in a position where Amoonguss was out on the field. Annihilate didn't care, right? Just keep working the partner slot. Picked up the gold. Picked up the P2 in the end game that way as well, which felt really good. And game 3, I distinctly remember as my best moment in the tournament, and I don't remember how it fell apart from there. Because now that I had shown that I didn't necessarily need to make any crazy adjustments, right? Like, you know, bringing Arch instead of Vivian was an adjustment, but Arch didn't really do much in that game too. Arch just kind of hit the field because everything else had next to Ape had already died. Um, right? Or I think maybe I did switch it in actively to like soak a hit or something. I don't know if Arch needed to hit the field. But also, no, Arch definitely did need to hit the field because that's information I would have wanted to preserve. But, yeah, I kind of showed, okay, your golden go is not going to break through me. I'm not gonna let your gold run away with the game, and also, I have shown that I'm going to make your Amoonguss useless, right? Between really just Annihilate Goggles. I did set Misty Terrain as well in that game too, because you know we hate Amoonguss in this household apparently. But yeah, game three. I do remember thinking in team preview, all right, my opponent has brought the same four every game, but I just made Amoonguss useless. Incineroar cannot come to this matchup. I think it's going to be a P2 Ursa lead. Something, my spidey senses were tingling, and P2 Ursaluna was screaming out to me in team preview. And I got my wish. And maybe this is where I went wrong. I think I may have leaned a little too heavily into the call because I led Grimmsnarl, Politoed. I think the idea was force Terra on the Ursaluna and play an Arch game. Which, now that I say it out loud, like, that's definitely what I was thinking. I was definitely thinking Ursaluna comes, it might be even on lead, right? But I was like, it's going to be, like, Ursaluna comes in for Amoonguss at some point in this game, right? So I can go rain mode. Why would I do that? Like, why would I play that game when Annihilate behind screens checks Ursaluna just Annihilate behind screens with Misty Terrain, so Facade doesn't hurt even if I Terra, but why would I Terra in front of Ursaluna anyways, right? Like, I do remember very distinctly seeing P2 Ursa on lead, having Grimtoad, and being like, bang, I have you right where I want you. But also, why would I lead Grimtoad? Like, Toad can come in later. I had already forced Gold to Terra twice, right? I could... Yeah, wow, in hindsight, like, you know, if the call is P2 Ursaluna, right, and I want to punish it, the way to punish it is Politoed in the back, right? Because then you force the Gold to Terra, but you get your board set up, or like we get in the same position, right? Golden has Terra in every game. Golden Go's gonna want to Terra this game. I haven't given Ursaluna a reason to Terra yet. I guess Annihilate kinda does, but also not really. I don't know. If you're the Ursaluna there, you're picking the lesser of two evils against Annihilate because you're either eating Rage Fists or you're eating Drain Punches. But yeah, wow. I think I also do remember getting very excited after that turn one, just being like, I got my opponent. Not thinking through the effect of not having Tauros when Ursaluna and Sneasler both came to the game. And not thinking through the effect of leading. Oh, oops. Not thinking through the effect of leading such a passive, well, relatively passive combination. Politoed still threatened big damage. You see the Politoed spread. My Politoed did good damage, right? throughout the tournament. But yeah, um, got exactly what I thought I wanted turn one, and that game got away from me. At some point, I Terra'd Arch, which means it was an Terra Ground P2 versus Terra Fairy Arch. I did end up playing the Arch game, but man, I wish I took more meticulous notes because I would love to know how I fumbled that game. Because even with, oh yeah, no, you obviously do something a little different. It was still a good position because I did get the Archaludon in position against, Pokemon that the Archaludon doesn't mind being up against. Non-burned Ursaluna. Sneasler when I have Misty Terrain up and have Terra Fairy'd. P2 when it's just sitting there, a sitting duck, right? Not really threatening a ton of damage into Arch with the Assault Vest and the screens and that stupid number. Yeah. I need to learn to take more meticulous notes. That's lesson number 3 that I'm learning now is if I can find a way to take notes that are going to be useful for me both in the moment and reviewing, I think that's going to be huge because I do need to practice and play a lot more. And importantly in that game 3, the big takeaway from this weekend, right? Games 1 and game 2, I lead Grimmsnarl, Annihilate, right? A lead that threatens damage on turn 2. Grimmsnarl Politoed doesn't quite do that. It threatens a little more on turn 1, especially into Terra Ground, Porygon 2, and Ursaluna. But then what, right? I'm not really building any momentum. How big is my notebook? It's letter sized. It's the same size as a normal sheet of paper. Oh, that was a literal question. Yeah, it's letter sized. I'm just blind and write big. Yeah, Rockwell, I agree. Notes during games are so hard. Eli, if you slept through the battle recaps, that's okay. You didn't miss much. Also, Eli, that was the part of this stream to sleep during. You're fine. But yeah, the big lessons. I mean, aggression. Aggression is the big theme of really just my play in general. Because, and this is me leaking Reg G sauce, but I'm never going to use it again. Well, not never, but I don't think I'm going to use it again for a while. God. Oops. There. This is all draft. It wasn't quite this team, was it? No, this wasn't it. God, I did the thing again. Where is it? Huh? Bro, where is my... I could have sworn it was on this computer. Is it in Chrome? It might be in Chrome. I don't know. Sorry. Tangent. I can't search by team name? That's dumb. But yeah. Leading a super passive duo, right? And in general, having... This is not the right copy. God, I'm so lost. I'm so lost in the sauce. Can you tell I'm sleep deprived? But yeah. big takeaway. Um, these types of teams, I think they have potential, but they have a ceiling in terms of, you know, uh, something I had thought about a ton, right? The thought that kept popping back in my head was swapping out Politoed and Vivian for Pelipper and Mousehold purely for the sake of beat up setups, right? And I kept seeing the value in Pollen Puff and kept seeing the value in Haze, right? And kept seeing the value in Icy Wind, even though I'm like pretty sure Pelipper also gets Icy Wind, right? Also, there was a point where I was thinking of dropping Annihilate from this team, and boy, am I glad I didn't, because Annihilate was one of my better Pokemon. But this thing gets Icy Wind. It does not get Haze. Haze is the missing value. Also, you don't need Icy Wind because you have Tailwind. Right, and I would need Weather Ball, Hurricane. It would be Weather Ball, Hurricane, Tailwind, Protect. And it would have been like a super bulky build. And then I'm missing out on the Haze, which makes my Dondozo matchup so much harder. But yeah, just in general, right? Like, discounting and not building a team that is able to step on the gas. And then me as a player, I've always struggled with hyper offense teams. I've always struggled with teams that just come out punching. And that is like the big takeaway for me in this regional is all of my losses do feel like losses of being too passive. And right, like if you look at like the teams that I lose against, it's the teams that don't let me play at that slow pace, right? And punish you if you want to play at that slow pace, or teams where I have to get going before they get going. Right? And this very middle of the road kind of pace, it's one that I'm very comfortable with, but if it's gonna be the only way I can play, I'm gonna be very hard capped. And I have to learn to be able to play more aggressive. I can always play more passive. I can always play more defensive. That's my bread and butter. But I do have to learn how to step on the gas. And also, I do need to, I guess, not necessarily learn how to prepare, because this was me learning how to prepare the hard way. Right. And I mean, this is something where it's like a it's like a duh kind of lesson, but the value in proper preparation, I think, is something that I did kind of discount a little bit, partly as cope for not having the time to do so, but also as a I did joke that I joked very early on. I think I joked after that first challenge win that I was Icarus. I was in my Icarus arc, and I think that did catch up to me to a degree, to where I was like, oh yeah, no, like I got this. This is light, whatever. When it's not the case. This game takes time. It takes preparation. There are no shortcuts. And tricking myself into thinking that there were shortcuts, not the best play. Yeah, those are the two big lessons. Note taking is another lesson. Croatia, what are we saying? Small notebook makes you take better notes. Being forced to condense thoughts. Well, to be fair, Um, the thoughts I write are condensed. Um, and like I don't write a ton. Like just in general, like if we, I'm just gonna flip through because this is even notes from like locals and stuff. Like I'm not filling the page much. Um, I have no idea if this is in the shot. Um, oh, I did just flip past one of the many times I wrote like read the sheet on my notebook, and that's one thing I've gotten better at. I read the team sheet to a fault. I never have time in game one team preview. Um, I think I do need to be more efficient with the way that like I take in and put down information, and I need to be able to put down more information. That's like the big thing with like note taking is I would like to be able to write down more, whether it's coming up with coming up with or adopting a different system for how I take notes to be able to record more of what happens. Um, that might be the way to do things. Um, small, easier to fit on the table, true, but the perks of being a big boy is I do take more space. So, um, ask everyone, do you think the run was a result of good team, poor play, poor team, good? Oh, um, yeah. Uh, I think absolutely it's a case of good team, poor play. Um, I say this mainly because um, I do think a couple of these matchups, um, there were winnable matches that I lost. One, two, three. Well, like just in general, like in terms of like, I think this team is good enough to earn points. Um, I don't. I think in my hands when I'm playing at my best, this team is definitely good enough to earn points. I don't think it's an issue with the construction of the team too much. Um, I do think like obviously like these last two slots being like a little like suboptimal probably doesn't help, but like the value that I got out of Paul and Puff, the value that I got out of Hayes, just Hayes being on the sheet in general, um, is like enough to warrant the team choices. Um, I truly think that uh between having of my five losses, three being Arch Rain, if I prepare correctly, I can flip at least one of those, right? The other set is a winnable set. Um and the game three was close. Like it's a close game, it's a close set. It's the game we play. I do genuinely think on a different day, with proper preparation, I get points with this team. Um, and I mean that's not what happened. And the lessons are okay. How do we make sure that that's not the case the next time around? Um, which is the big thing here. Um, which and it is in a way comforting knowing or at least believing that this is a case of good team poor play because I think one of my big focuses this year has been God, I don't know how to build a team, right? And I think I have taken leaps and bounds as a builder this year. Um, looking at the teams that like I was taking to events at the start of the year versus now, uh, completely different worlds. Um, my computer went silent. Is Spotify just dead? I think we're just out of Spotify. Oh, because I didn't put the thing on repeat. Guys, we listened to all of Project Voltage. We're gonna listen to all of Project Voltage again. Um, um, sorry. It's good background music. But no. I think I've really grown as a team builder this year. Um, and the next step is to catch up to where I am as a builder as a player. Um, And I think learning these lessons the hard way and getting the big gut punch that was Saturday uh, is as good of a motivation as I can get to do it, because god damn, I have the competitive itch. And I'm so happy I went, and I'm so glad I went, and I'm so happy that I'm so grateful that I had like friends around me to help make sure that, like, you know, I didn't spiral, and like had some level of clarity in the moment, which makes this right now much easier in that, like, you know, um like, I think all the lessons I've mentioned are, you know, things that people told me Saturday and Sunday. Um and like, obviously, like, I've processed them and I'm putting them in my own words because I'm starting to internalize those lessons, but having people being able to point those things out to me while also being like, no, you are like your strengths are, like, you are correct about what your strength, well, maybe not you are correct about what your strengths are, but at the very least we see strengths in your game is huge. And many of you have popped in and out watching, and I appreciate you guys so much, genuinely. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and be sappy for a moment, but like, playing this game this year with this crowd of people has like genuinely been like life changing. Genuinely, like, for my quality of life, for my well being, and like, now I have like, especially because everyone balled out. Like, I think of the New England contingent, I was one of maybe like 3 or 4 people to to finish sub 500, if that. So like, New England showed out in a big way, and next time I plan on being a part of that, and I do know at the very least the first steps to making that happen now. Rockwell, that's a good point. With good prep, I do probably end up changing the team. That's probably true. I don't think the team was too far. I think the bones of the team were good. The bones of the team being 1, 2, 3. Like, I think this Grimmsnarl set does enable so much. Yeah. I think the Tauros was incredibly good. Like, to be honest, I think there's probably if you give most people this 4 with Pelipper Mousehold, they can probably make a good run. I do love Politoed though. Politoed's he's just a goofy little guy, you know? He's just a guy. Yeah. Yeah, like, the team is cracked. The team is good at what it does. I think what it does isn't like optimal Pokemon play though. You know? Yeah. Rockwell, I mean, to be fair, like, yeah. And Rockwell, you were willing to, you changed the entire team for one because you couldn't get through one problem matchup. And I mean, part of, like, I guess, part of it is that, like, as a player, I do feel very constrained to playing teams like this, which makes me very hesitant to branch out. And so we're going to change that. And I think the big way we're going to change that is, I couldn't find my old Kyogre team, unfortunately. It's somewhere. It has to be somewhere, surely. How is it not on this computer? It has to be on this computer. I built it on this computer. Maybe I built it in Chrome and not Opera. That's actually almost definitely it. Hold on. Oops. Play It's almost definitely in here, right? Like, surely. Huh? Kyogre. Kyogre. No. Okay. I don't know where that team is. It's probably for the best that I can't find it. But yeah, like, I had this exact Grimmsnarl with Aviogre. I don't plan on playing it in Reg G. At all. At least not for a while. Corrosion, you were asking earlier about the Reg G stuff. Also say the slow play style is going to get farmed in Reg G. Yep, it will. I'm not gonna play it. Best way is to branch out. Best way to branch out is to be a balanced team with a Trick Room mode. You get to keep some of your bulk. I've built that. That is, some of the Ogre teams I built were that. But I do think I do kind of just need a little bit of a baptism by fire. More specifically, a baptism by hyper offense. Genuinely. I think I have avoided playing strong, fast offense. In general, I've avoided playing offense in Pokemon, I think, as long as I can afford to. In fact, by Toronto results, I've avoided playing offense in Pokemon longer than I could afford to. And not even just like hyper offense, just offense in general. My teams have been very defensive teams, and my defensive positional play is good. It is not good enough to carry a team like this. The team still carries me. So that's the change for Reg G. Is I'm gonna spend the next few months as a player just completely delving in the opposite end of the pool and forcing myself to learn how to play offense. Because something I struggle with is knowing the moments and calculating the lines to put my foot on the gas, even when my team does have the tools to do it. And I think the only way that I'm really gonna learn it is by doing it. Yeah, and I mean, I do think Aviogre screens is decent, like, genuinely. But yeah, right on son or CSR daughter. To be honest, I would love them both equally, which is to say, not much. But yeah. Yeah, Rockwell, you did come from the world of Stall, and you are like one of the best HO players I know. So, putting me on the urge, Rockwell, don't put me on the diet. No. Actually, maybe you should. Maybe you should put me on that diet. But yeah, that's the big takeaway, and that is the big. That's the big goal. The goal is to. I don't know if the goal is to get points. We're gonna start conservative. The goal is to go even at an event playing offense. And get to the point. That's like the more quantitative goal. The real goal, the qualitative goal, that is to get comfortable playing offense. No, it's to get confident playing offense. I don't want to, like, I got to a point where I was confident with this team. I think if you give me a balanced team and put me against someone random, I'm fairly confident that in a best of 3 setting, I can at the very least make one of them a game. I need to be able to get to that point with offense. Because if that's the step that I could take as a player, if as a player I can in a matchup identify, or I can already kind of identify the points where I need to be able to step on the gas. But if I can then have the ability to execute on that, because I think I can probably build for offense once I learn how to play it, right? Like part of the reason I build for more positional play so well is because I know how to play it. I'm very comfortable playing it. So learn to play offense, get confident playing offense, and from there I'll be able to build offense and build real balance. And uh taking other people's teams and piloting them is cool. It's good. I'm not maybe this ends up with me being a strong enough player to do that effectively, but right now I know I'm definitely someone who maximizes what they can do when it is a team that, you know, I've built. So getting confident as a player in that respect and doing and just ripping that is the way to go. Um you've been waiting too long for me to hyper offense. That's fair. You have wanted me to play Typhlosion for a hot second. I tried it. I tried Typhlosion at some point for. I've tried more offensive teams in videos, but like I've ended up building them more defensive, and it just doesn't work. So yeah, uh, Regidrago Zacian hyper offense is criminal corrosion. Come on now. Um, there is a difference between playing offense and playing offensively. Like, I'm not going to disagree with that at all. Like, that's definitely true. Um, but playing offense, like when you are playing offense, your default is to play offensively. Um, and like if I have the option to play defensively, especially when like I'm in a I'm in a competitive setting, I'm going to play defensively, right? So uh taking something strictly HO isn't going to help me long term. I mean, maybe not. We'll see. I do think learning how to play hyper offense, especially with Reg G coming back, where um, hyper offense is still viable, bulky offense is still the meta. Um, I think I think it's going to pay dividends. Simply because I'm someone who, once I understand and have like ingrained something, it's not gonna leave me. It's not like I'm gonna pick up HO and completely forget how to play a team like this. You know, um, I'll still be able to play the positional defensive game because that is fundamentally how I see the game. I just need to step in the other shoes for a second. Um, I need to broaden my horizons enough to where I can maximize my talent as a player, I think. Um, like, yeah, like, um, even something like Ice Rider works. Because, um, and this is something that, um, I thought I was alone in seeing it this way until, I forget if it was Rockwell or Colby, one of the two said this, and I was like, yeah, this is like how I've seen it. Something like Trick Room is just hyper offense, just with extra steps. Right? Like Trick Room and like Tailwind hyper offense, like Torner Shifu stuff, and Hard Trick Room, like Ice Rider stuff, do kind of have the same goal of set board state to where I am sweeping or near sweeping within a 3-turn window, right? So whether it's Ice Rider, whether it's CSR, whether it's Miraidon, um, I don't know what other restricteds really play that kind of offense. Zacian kind of does still, except Zacian offense is really just Urshifu offense and Raging Bolt stuff. God, what other restricted? I guess there's Koraidon, but like I feel like I'd end up building Koraidon to be bulky offense, and even then that's like impossible. It is easier to race to the bottom than race to the top in terms of speeds. Sure. White Kyurem. God. Corrosion. If we ever pull up to Balance Patch and you say, hey, what are you running? And I say White Kyurem, you are allowed to strangle me on the spot. But yeah, no. That's the general game plan. That's regional reflections. I think I got most of my thoughts on the record here. Like I said, this was more for me. Hopefully you guys were entertained along the way. Or like gain some insight or learn something new about me as a player or this team. If people are interested, I will share the paste or make a rental of this team if people want to try it. What time is it now? It is 10 p.m. I think I have time for 1 or 2 ladder games if people are interested in seeing this team in action. I'm looking through my notebook as if I have any other notes. Obviously, I don't have any other notes, but yeah, we could end off with just it's been a very heavy introspective stream. We can end off with some fun content, a match or two. I've not played games on the channel in forever. I cannot wait to eventually get back to it, whenever life permits, and that will probably, like, the main reason I started doing this thing anyways. The whole point of the Master Quest series is documenting my growth as a player, right? So, you know, like, that's got to be part of it. Right? If I'm growing as a player and I'm getting practice reps in, it's gonna be here, which is gonna be great. Grinding locals in January? Say less. I'll see you at Balance Patch then. / elsewhere. Corrosion. I hate to break it to you. I think you may have leaked your game plan here. But yeah. All right. Let me get OBS up. Let's switch us over to the Switch world. There we are. Cool. It's gonna be dead quiet. My Spotify's still going. There we go. It's gonna be dead quiet for a second. The Switch is off. Hold on. Bear with me, folks. I haven't used these Joy-Cons in forever, and I can't find the USB thing for my Switch. It's a rough time out here. Alright, can you tell I have not done any content in eons? I was going to use actual units of time, but no, I need metaphorical units of time. Nice. I have not actually... I closed my Switch after round 8 in the Union Circle, and I have not opened it since. I have a very healthy relationship with this game, I promise. Okay, the Joy-Cons are doing their thing, which means you guys get to see how the sausage is made. You guys can't hear anything. Let's change that. There you go. You guys can hear things, right? I say I don't have chat back up yet because I still have to take the Switch and put it on the screen. There. You guys can hear things. All right, Corrosion, go get your sleep. Don't you have... Isn't it final season? Get out of here. What are you doing? It's still a good sleep day in Pokemon Sleep. We take it. I should probably get to sleep. I have like a 5 a.m. alarm. But also, I'll just sleep next week. It's fine. All right, sweet. We hear the game. Beautiful. Oh, you don't have you don't have a final tomorrow. Go study. Go study. This is gonna be mediocre ladder play. Yep, I have not played this season. That's another thing. Like, I miss just getting games on ladder. As much as like locals and best of 3 sets are more valuable prep. Like, I feel like ladder prep isn't super valuable for me as a player at this point. I do miss it. It's fun. And I'm sure there is value in it that I'm not seeing. Oh my god, we're in Pokeball. Oh my god, who's ready to farm? Who's ready to absolutely farm everyone using... Did Wolf put out the rental yet? Guys, I need to know, did Wolf put out his rental yet? I'm about to pull up Twitter. Did Wolf put out his rental? If Wolf put out his rental, this is so incredibly free. Oh wait, he never puts them out until the video's out. But it's also the end of the reg. Wolfie, put the rental out, please. Wolfie, put the rental out, please. No! No, there's no rental. Wait, it's probably... Eli, don't worry, I'll get some sleep. If Wolf put it out on Patreon, then that means someone leaked it. Alright, well, I guess we'll find out if the Wolf team is on... If the Wolf team is on ladder. I'm sure someone made a recreation. There's probably a... If there's not a Wolf... Oh, this is the problem, though. Like, if there's not a Wolf paste, then there's definitely a Brady Smith recreation. But also, like, only actual people who know how to play this game would be using that. God, can I get to random in time? Yeah, I can. Cool. Can you tell I was really trying to lock in towards the end of the day? Like, I was like, actually, I'd never select my music at locals. I always just play random. So, like, the fact that I was like, no, maybe I was in my head because, like, I was actively, like, picking music where I was like, no, like, this is, like, I need good battle music. Like, I wasn't rolling the dice. Maybe I was in the struggle. Wow, no one's in Pokeball anymore. God, I can't read Kana at this hour. That's a Rotom Frost. Brother. Okay, high key, a Bulbasaur Rotom Frost, that's kinda gas. I don't care, but it's kinda gas. Is this an 8th game or an Arch game? This is an Arch game. Yeah, this is an Arch game. This is an Arch game. I bring Toad to troll. Do we bring Viv? Or do we bring Tauros? I think we bring Tauros. Yeah. 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 Yeah, this is definitely Pokeball tier. This is definitely Pokeball tier. Guys, Master Ball run tonight? Master Ball speed run. God, I really... Naotoro? Is that what I'm reading? No, that's Cove.
No, that's so I can't
Hell, I'm tired. All right, guys. I wonder what buttons are about to be clicked here. Guys, I wonder what button's about to be clicked. Oh, it's this button, not this button. I've been using my paddle on the back of my thing for too long. I could be really disrespectful. I'm not going to, but I could. I actually do want the stamina boost. So we're gonna just go reflect, and I do want to break a sash. Yeah, I want to break a sash. Oh, guys, do you know what button's being clicked? Oh, Terra Fire. Oh, never mind. Wait. I thought this was Terra Ground Earthquake. I thought. Wait, I'm sorry. I disrespected Pokeball tier for a second here. Terra Fire. I guess for the Spirit Break that's eventually coming its way. It's not a Spirit Break anymore. Rare moment where I wish I had Dragon Move. Quick. What? Huh? Why? What priority move? Wow, Earthquake. Anyways, this tickles. This really tickles. Quick Guard is cool. Quick Guard is cool tech. I don't disagree, Corrosion, but like, I guess you're scared of Parting Shot. Like, I guess it's actually a cool play if you're scared of Parting Shot. But also, like, I'm just gonna be a bot. True. I keep forgetting Grim gets Fake Out. Thunder Wave is also valid, but like, Thunder Wave into Talonflame, but you're still presumably Gale Wings. You don't care. Oh. What is this double? What is this double up? What is this double up? What did I just miss? Acrobatics plus Stomping into the Grim slot? Damn. They really said no more stamina boost. They really said no more stamina boost, huh? That's a bulky boy. I say, Politoed just ate the double up like it was nothing. High key. Do I preserve the Toad? I think I preserve. High key. I think I preserve the Toad. Yeah. That Talon probably doesn't have Protect. Is there a ground type on the team? No. There's an Abomasnow on the team. I don't care. The Abomasnow is definitely coming in this turn. It's definitely coming in into the... I don't know which slot it's coming into, actually. But... yeah, you stop... oh, nope, never mind. It's just Acrobatics. Bro, I don't care. I live. I eat. No KO for the Toad. Or no KO on the Toad. Yeah, okay, I don't think Abomasnow's in this game, guys. If Abomasnow comes out now, I'll be sure. Like, I forgot we were in Pokeball tier, and then I was reminded we were in Pokeball tier. God. You know, maybe this is the details I needed. It wasn't actually getting like a good win. It was just clicking buttons. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just clicking buttons. I'm just clicking buttons, bro. I'm just clicking buttons. Like, I'm +2. Wait, what what am I doing? I'm +2. No, because of No, because Abomasnow is gonna switch in, but the Abomasnow is Sash. I'm breaking the Sash. Yeah, this is the better play. Oh yeah, no, Arch absolutely just wins. But like Corrosion, you gotta understand. I'm not playing for just the win. I'm playing for the clean win. Ow! God, I wish I clicked body press. Oh my god, this Abomasnow would be so cooked right now if I clicked body press. Watch this be Samurott. This is actually gonna be Samurott. I'm gonna look so goofy for not clicking body press. Never mind. I'm goated. Is it Sash? It's not even Sash. Damn. Feels bad. Also, Corrosion, what do you mean Blizzard Freeze? We never get frozen. I never freeze. God, I could be so disrespectful. I could be so disrespectful. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But I really want to wave crash and switch in Politoed. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But I really want to. I really want to. Corrosion, I wish you would manifest this Blizzard Freeze. That would be great content. Give me a Blizzard Freeze right now. Damn! Damn, that was almost bad. That's definitely, that has to be Specs. We saw it both switch. That has to be Specs. Also, my opponent's definitely so mad about that KO. Or that live. I didn't even have light screen up. Didn't even need it. What am I doing with all this bulk? I don't need that much bulk. I'm fine. I'm so fine. Alright, stream ends when we get to Great Ball. I'm gonna regret saying that. Stream ends when we get to Great Ball. Yippee! I don't think you understand Corrosion. When I first picked up this game, and by this game, I mean VGC. I first dipped my toes in Reg A. And I forget the team that I first built. It's somewhere in Chrome on this computer. And it was hot garbage. I think it was Kilowattrel wind power stuff. I was onto things. I had good ideas. But I was still learning. Yeah, I forget what else was on the team. But I was floundering in beginner tier for a second there. When I got that first win in Pokeball tier, after basically saying, all right, screw it. I ended up building... I had Indeedee Arbiter's Trick Room, but it was saucy because that was one of the modes. I had Bax Abomasnow, I had Sylveon, and I forget what else. Sunroom? Sunroom. Fun. I have Misty Terrain. I don't care. Oh my god, wait. Misty Terrain actually fully shuts this team down. Oh my god, this team hates Misty Terrain. This team hates Terrifier Arch. Or Terrifier Ape. Okay. Alright, I want Toad. I want Ape. So I think I bring these four. Am I gonna miss Tauros too much? Probably not. It's just Ursaluna. I'm not gonna miss Tauros. Vivillon is cool. I would love to have Vivillon. But since I'm playing Misty Terrain anyways, I want to stay grounded. So we're going to lead Grim Ape? Or are we going to lead Grim Arch? We're going to lead Grim Ape. With Toad. Do I bring Arch? Do I bring Arch or do I bring Tauros? Because Tauros actually also kind of cooks this team. Actually, not really. Not really. Actually, Tauros is really bad here. What am I saying? Is it Viv? I think Viv is actually decent. Nope, I don't want to leave too much offense at home. Anyways, but yeah, it was Bax Abomasnow, Indeedee Armarouge, Sylveon plus something team. I forget exactly what. But like things were like a little funky. Like I was White Herb Armarouge because I was like, oh, Armor Cannon drops. I wasn't loaded dice back because that wasn't really a thing at the time. Like there was some stuff happening. And I ended up landing on like when I got that first win in Pokeball tier. Oh my god, that hit so hard. That hit so hard. Oh my god. High key, I'm okay with Grim taking a nap here. I think I let Grim sleep. I let Grim sleep. I click Light Screen. I click Terrafire. I click Bulk Up. Torkoal comes out. Okay. Is that Ursaluna? That's Ursaluna, but you don't have Trick Room. And I'm about to Bulk Up. And I'm about to click Misty Terrain. Damn, I love this Grimmsnarl set. This Grimmsnarl set is good. Like, is Misty Terrain the best fourth move on Grimmsnarl? No. But it is criminally underrated. I clicked Light Screen, not Misty Terrain. Oh my god, I was so excited. Oh, I played myself. I should have just clicked Misty Terrain. Yeah, just sack Grim there. It's fine. It's okay. We're not in Trick Room. Ursaluna can't hurt me. Oh, and I get a Reflect Up now, too. Oh, I'm actually so fine. I don't even need the Misty Terrain in this match. I'm Goggles. I don't care. Do I take a second Bulk Up? Because, like, what are the chances that I get hit here? The chances I get hit here are actually incredibly low. But in case I do, I'm going to send a Rage Fist into the Venusaur slot. Beginner tier right now because you hate Cart Ladder. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not getting touched. That's fine. Single target Earthquake. Headlong left, actually. Wow, this did nothing. Youch! Thank you for the boost. Yeah, no Terra, no Protect was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That was a very bold move. Anyways, hello, my name is Archelodon. I do kind of want to... I do kind of want to... How do I want to play this? Because, like, I didn't want to just take away the sun now. Is the venue... Is the what? I don't know. It might be. I don't know my calcs. It might be specs. If it's specs, I don't care. It's gonna if it's specs, it's gonna pivot out. And since it's gonna pivot out, I click Snarl to catch the Torkoal, and I attempt to Drain Punch the Ursa slot because I live this turn. Yeah, it's specs. Good call. Fridge! Giraffe! You want a Trick Room. Oh. I just get your... Okay. I didn't... That was not supposed to work. That was not supposed to work. Okay. Thanks. Also, can we address how tiny my Archelodon is? Like, look at the little guy. He's just a little guy. Pokeball tier, indeed. The little guy is just a little guy. Um, I don't switch in Politoed yet. I don't. Instead, what I do is I just click Snarl again. And I would once again like to Rage Fist. Oh my god, there's a Terra. What do we do? What do we do? What's going on? It's just a tiny little bridge over stream. Just vibing. Huh? Is this Earth Power? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. My opponent is cracked. Oh my god. My opponent is the best Pokemon player of all time. Terra Ground Earth Power into 8th. It tickles. Joke's on you. It does no damage. Oh, that's Specs. Oh, that is a Specs. Youch. Anyways, I click Snarl. I actually think I'm still okay. I actually think I'm still very much okay. Because now I click Terra Fire, or not Terra Fire, but Fire type Weather Ball into the Venusaur slot. It's locked into Earth Power. No. That's not what I do. 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 What I do is I continue the Snarl spam, but I actually Weather Ball into the Ferrig. Because no Citrus Berry went off. And I'm fairly certain that Politoed, that Weather Ball plus Snarl will pick up the Farigiraf. Weather Ball itself might do it. Oh, Farigiraf. Oh my god! No! You go into the Venusaur slot! What do you mean you went into the Torkoal slot? Why'd you go into the Torkoal slot? I could have just Weather Balled your Venusaur, and that's game! Oh my god. God. People. Yeah, no, Corrosion. The Sun was always getting set here. I was never gonna get the weather. Like, Torkoal was always switching in. Left. Huh? Yeah, I was never gonna get my weather. But Torkoal was supposed to switch it to the correct play there is always switch Torkoal into the Venusaur slot and click Trick Room. Because you need Trick Room to win this if you're my opponent. I guess my opponent also just assumed that they live, but they don't. Because Arch has just been spamming Snarls this whole time. Arch has just hit the field and just clicked buttons and just vibed. Also, I think Politoed wins this game, not Arch. Because this is another Earth Power. Oh, it's Interruption. That's cute. Even if they remove the drops on Venusaur, Venusaur can only pick up 1 KO here. Venusaur can't pick up both. Yeah. Because I just double the Venusaur slot. One of the two picks up the KO. Torkoal's useless. I do love laughing maniacally in Tickles. In does no damage. In what attack? It's something I'm gonna miss. I'm not gonna lie. Then again, I'm gonna be the one doing the damage. But I feel I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is Helping Hand Earth Power into the Politoed probably. Right? No, into the Arch. Okay. You're betting that you live a Weather Ball? Are you sure about that, Chief? This is Sun Boosted Weather Ball. Yeah. Also, to be fair, I am like near max special attack Politoed. Like, I'm the high bump on Politoed. Politoed's never supposed to hit this hard. Wolf's Politoed definitely doesn't hit this hard. I chunked the Torkoal for like 25%. Anyways, I click Weather Ball again. At this point, like, my opponent actually does need to stall out my Sun. I say my Sun. I'm the Politoed, and it's my Sun. That's. Oh no. Oh no. My stat changes. Oh no. Oh no. The 40 base power of damage. I got owned. You're so right. You're so right. I got owned. Celebrity went for full because why wouldn't they? You're right. You're right. Why wouldn't they? It's ladder. No. Corrosion. This is where you're wrong. You assume that in the GC. You don't assume that on ladder. The GC and ladder are two different worlds. I will never be told otherwise. Perfect game. That smog is. You're right. You're right. Okay. Okay, we need one more win. We need one more win. I promised Great Ball. I will deliver. This is where we get Wolfie con Perish. It would be incredibly funny if we pull the Wolf team here and I get Perish trapped. It would be incredibly funny. That would be peak content. That would be peak content. If I got Perish trapped in Pokeball tier by the Wolf team from this weekend, that would be peak content. This is a fun thing about, or I guess not the fun thing, but this is the thing that's different about stream versus recording videos. Like, the thing you don't see when I'm recording videos is whenever it's like this and I have time, I'm just like scrolling my phone. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm usually yapping. A lot of this yapping actually gets cut out of videos. It's incredibly funny. Like, if you guys saw the raw recordings, you think I'm unhinged now. Okay, I get owned. It's Smeargle, it's Pawmot, it's Malamar, it's Rampardos. I get so rolled here. Oh my god, I'm about to get so rolled. I'm gonna set up a Reflect, and it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna get so rolled. I think I need Haze. But I also need Sleep Powder. Wait, does Arch just win? Or not Arch, Ape. Ape is great. Except for Gengar. Ape is actually phenomenal. Ape is actually my mon. I think this is a Vivillon game. This is not a Tauros game. This is a Politoed game. Or an Arch game. Either or. It's a Politoed game. It's a Politoed game. There, I found it. Rockwell, you want to backseat this game? Rockwell, you think you, Mr. Take my record, flip it around, and that's how you did it, Toronto. Because you're goated, and I'm mid. You think you can backseat me? Rockwell, Rockwell, you want to backseat the other side? There's a Smeargle. This is always Misty Terrain. This is actually always Misty Terrain Protect. You don't play any games with the Smeargle. I could pivot into Toad, but there's no reason to. But yeah, this is always Misty Protect. No reason to play any games. No reason to Terra. Oh, and the Gengar protects too. Beautiful. But Terra is it's Terrafire. Terrafire bulk up. I don't want a Terrafire because there's a Rampardos in the back. Or there might be a Rampardos in the back. Hey, they read the goggles correctly. No, the speed boost! No! No! Hey, Corrosion, Smeargle's not doing anything. There's Misty Terrain up. And now I light screen. Do I need to Terra? Do I need to Terra to live a Shadow Ball? I don't know if I need to Terra to live a Shadow Ball. Maybe I do need to Terra. I think I do need to Terra. What is Rampardos gonna do? Rampardos is gonna body me is what Rampardos is gonna do. Ugh. Fine. I'll Rage Fist the Gengar slot. Huh? Okay, no Tailwind. No Tailwind. We take those. Malamar? And I Terra'd? We take those. Rockwell, you are right. Terra Fire bulk up was kind of free. I just didn't want to commit Terra. Also, I don't need the bulk up in this matchup. There's a Gengar in front of me, bro. And it didn't Terra. It's gone. I don't care what this Gengar does. I'm so incredibly bad at this game. I am so bad at this game. I completely forgot it even gets Encore. Oh my god, I am so bad. I'm so bad at this game. Guys, I'm so bad at this game. Have they Terra'd? No, they could Terra the Malamar and absolutely ruin me. But I do. No way, I can't even Spirit Break that slot. I can. It doesn't want its special attack. God, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? I timeout is how I do this, apparently. God, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this game. That needed to be Politoed. I need to be able to pick Haze this turn. I'm actually so bad at this game. Bro, Gengar's actually such a menace. Okay, but this is what we do. Do we get Toad or Ape in that slot? I think we get Ape in this slot. We get Ape in this slot. We click Tailwind. Right? Can you deny me Tailwind? I don't think you can deny me Tailwind. Like, maybe Sludge Bomb plus... Does Malamar even carry... Knockoff? Maybe? Oh, never mind. You don't deny me Tailwind. Okay, cool. Double Protect? Why? Can someone please tell me why Double Protect was the play from my opponent there? Can someone please tell me? Because I'm not seeing it. I do want to get rid of this Gengar, but also I feel like this Gengar is probably going to switch out. Is this a bulk up turn? Is this a free bulk up? It's not a free bulk up. I don't know if Malamar actually lives a Pollen Puff. It shouldn't. I don't think it's a free bulk up. Yeah, Smeargle comes into that slot. Pollen Puff picks up. No, Pollen Puff does not pick up. If this is Sash Palmot, I'm goated. Never mind. I don't even KO. God. Oh my god, my timing sucks. It's okay. I'm under Tailwind. I'm gonna get faked out. It's gonna be fake out plus. It's always fake out plus. Okay, it's always fake out plus 4 into the Ape slot here. What's my counterplay? I could eat the sleep on someone. God. god. Bulk is not free. I'm gonna get faked out plus sport. God. Rockwell hates me right now, but I'm Goggles. You're so right. I'm Goggles. I'm so right. You're so right. I'm Goggles. Oh my god, Rockwell, you're so right. It's fine. The Smeargle's never stash. Guys, I'm goated. Goggles. I can't believe I forgot Goggles. That's literally the whole point of my. That's literally the whole point. God. God, I'm garbage at this game. It's okay. Smeargle hurts itself every time. Trust. Ugh. Ugh. I'm actually so bad at Pokemon. I'm actually so bad at Pokemon. Oh my god. I am so bad at this game. I always weather ball this Smeargle slot. Oh my god. Sucker! Okay, sure. Sure. No, see, it was the big brain play of make them think I'm not Goggles. Ow. Okay, Endeavor Smeargle is rude. Oh, there it is. The speed boost at the exact moment that they need it. Okay. But now they're baited. Wait a minute. Now they're baited. Turn one sleep plus turn one wake Icy Wind plus no, Icy Wind doesn't pick up Palmot. Do I even need to pick up Palmot? Do I even want to pick up Palmot? Okay, no, wait, I'm goated. Wait, I'm goated. What's in the back? It's Gengar plus what led next to Gengar? It was some special attacker. Damn, Toad, you don't need that? Crazy. Malamar. It wasn't a special attacker. Oh no, Smeargle led. It was Malamar that switched in. Palmot is so fast. Oh no! Smeargle's defense raised. Oh no. Do I Misty? Do I even need to Misty? Does Ape just win? I could just... I see something out of the corner of my eye. I'm not looking. I'm sure Rockwell's losing his mind. Ugh, I missed it. Because I do need Grimmsnarl awake. I could read a Gengar switch, or I could just bulk up again. I think I just bulked up. Oh my god, Endeavor. Oh my god, I forgot about Endeavor. Oh my god, Rockwell, you're so right. Oh my god, Rockwell. Oh my god, Rockwell. Oh my god, Rockwell, I'm so bad at this game. Oh my god, I'm sleep deprived. Oh my god. Wait. Wait, we can talk about this, Smeargle. Smeargle, we can talk about this. Smeargle, we can talk about this, please. God. I can never remember the moves on this Smeargle. Oh. 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 Smeargle is the GOAT. You're right. Rockwell, why didn't you bring Smeargle to Toronto? Wow, I made the wrong move at every turn. It was great. It lost that. That's true. It does lose hyper offense. You're right. You're right. All right. Screw it. No sleep. No sleep. We farm ladder. I mean, we get farmed by ladder. When we leave this tier, one way or another, when we leave this tier, the stream ends. Like, sorry, this rank, not this tier. I'm not playing till we hit bottom of rank 4. I do need to sleep at some point. I also need to set my alarm. Rockwell, I'm strongly considering banning you from chat. What did you just say in my chat, Rockwell? Giratina? Sir. Sir. Also, this is why I don't play ladder, because it's always one quick game, and now it's an hour later. Okay. Not Giratina Origin. It has to be Giratina Altered. Is it a support? Like, what are we doing? Oh my god, it's Inteleon, it's Toedscruel, it's Muck. It's Muck? What is Muck Power of Alchemy in here? Prankster? Also, I don't have anything to hit minimize Muck. Oops. Oops. Okay, but what on this team threatens Arch? Actually. I know Earth Power doesn't. I learned that this weekend. Earth Power does not threaten Arch. HH, I guess. CC from Arcanine, I guess. Like, I could just run Arch Rain. How good is Ape here? Ape is actually based. Ape is actually elite. Is it Tauros? I think it's Tauros. It's probably Mirror Herb Arcanine, and I'm probably gonna get burned. But it's fine. Nah, we bring Arch Rain in the back. I don't need to match Tailwind. I'm not gonna catch them. I'm not gonna catch them. Eli, what's wrong with Giratina? You inherit Mycelium Might and become a bad Pokemon. Yes, Corrosion, you're right. Good night, Eli. Go get sleep. Probably hurts Arch. I don't know. Okay. So that's Rockhead. That is Rockhead. There is a head smash in my future. Or a Flare Blitz. Okay, I do want to set up Reflect. It's always Bulk Up plus Reflect here. Yeah. Sorry, Grimmsnarl. Acid! What is happening? Wait. I probably should have Terrified. I could have Misty Terrained and avoided this. Who had this on the bingo card? I didn't. This has such... I was gonna say this has such playthrough energy, but no, Will-O-Wisping the thing, but then Acid Spray, I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. God, who said it was a good idea to play ladders? My brain is fried after 3 games. Granted, it's Pokeball gear, but... like, I just don't know what's happening anymore. Oh, it's an Earth Power? Reading the Arc Switch? Ouch! Stab really does kick. Light Screen would have been nice. That tickled. Okay. Now, this is where we go big mode. This is where we go big mode. Bring out the Polytone. The rank. The Arcanine is scared. What else is even on this team? What's switching into the Arcanine spot? Maybe Rillaboom? Maybe Mockery? I don't know. It's someone. Rage Fist is powered up, but it's not powered up that much. So I do this. Fighting plus ice. Watch this thing like head smash. We dodge those. Oh, that's great damage. Oh, that's great damage. Also, the Arcanine didn't tear. Huh? No, the Arcanine dodged. No. I actually needed to hit the Arcanine there, because then I can Drain Punch it next turn. Alright. Show me something that I can switch Archon on. Whimsicott? That'll do. Oh, I don't have Light Screen up. I need Terrifier. I'm gonna get booned by a Terraghost here, but I don't care. God. Rockhead Will-O-Wisp? Supportive Arcanine? Oh, I don't get booned by a Terraghost? I just get free HP? No, this is where the Head Smash actually connects and crits. This is absolutely where a Head Smash crit happens. Give me a Defiant proc. Damn. Okay, Head Smash would not have mattered either way. Anyways, thank you for the HP. And now we start clicking buttons. What punish is this? What punish is this? Not much. Not much punish is this. Let me just click the buttons. Let me click the goofy buttons. Now you Terra? What is happening? You clearly Terra the Whimsicott into what? Huh? Why? You think you're gonna... I guess you think you're gonna live a Flash Cannon. Okay, special attack drop. Forget measure. Nope. Sad. Hey, the Head Smash connects. Thank you for the Rage Fist. Whee! Alright. God, I don't know what was happening here. Mr. Snarl, Mr. Snarl. Alright, who wants the KO? Who wants it? Probably Arch. Ape has earned it, but Arch is gonna take it. Oh, someone's gonna take it. Oh no! I can be status now. Okay. We click Rage Fist. We click Electro Shot for the +1. No! My Rage Fist! I don't think Body Press would have picked up from here. Like, I'm pretty sure it does. That's up once and then hit. Shoot, you're right. You're right. Press up once, then A. What does that do? Huh. Crazy how that works. Also, Corrosion, I'm not a streamer. I do videos. This is just a little birthday treat. This is just me trying to find everything in my mind to justify working from home tomorrow. Is what it is. There was a combination of 4 pictures. So many. Yeah. Okay. This was fun and all, but give me Timmy. Let me end stream. Give me a Canadian. I'm 3-1 against Canadians. Give me a Canadian. Apparently, if I learned nothing else this weekend, it's that Canada is free. But also, this was Toronto Regionals, so everyone pulled up, you know? I didn't pull Sableye. I should not be playing recklessly with my Joy-Con during this point. Alright. Wolfie con perish. No. Archrain! My worst matchup! And it's the actual, like, standard Archrain Sinistra Trick Room stuff. Okay. Wait. Alright. Let me prove that I'm not washed, and then I'll end stream. Because I'll win this match. There is stuff to self-proc Arch here. Which means I'm kind of doomed, actually. Like, I think I actually have no matchup. I think I have no matchup. If I did have a matchup, what would it be? If I had a matchup, it would be... It would be this. If I had any sort of a matchup, it would be this. Ape? Well, but the thing is, they can self-proc, and I can't do anything about it, you know? I got that in time. No, but Rockwell, my concern is they can self-proc, and I'm just doomed. Because Ape just loses. Match CC with Tauros and pray they fall asleep. No, here's the thing. I'm not a. Oh my god, they let rain. Okay. No, see that's the thing. I'm not sleep powder. Right? Like, this set is very much. Okay. It's pivot in Tauros into the ape slot. Tauros is going to have to eat that hurricane, unfortunately. And then is it Tailwind? Yeah. No, wait, it's just Tailwind Protect. It's just Tailwind Protect. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. It is just Tailwind Protect. Oh, pray the player falls asleep. Yeah. Ow! Please don't double the Viv slot. Please don't be good. Arch comes out. Actually, please double the Viv slot. That's actually ideal for me, if you do. Match Tailwinds. Which means both of you are faster than Ape, probably. Because Arches do be running fast nowadays. I am the fastest thing on the field with Vivian. But what value do I get out of that? I can Hurricane the Pelipper slot and break a Sash. There's a world. I doubled the Pelly. Yeah, I shouldn't have parried. But... God, if this was open sheets, that Hurricane is so free. Listen, if they read me and they Weather Ball, fair play. But... I'm betting this is a Hurricane. Also, I just confused here. Okay, Electroshock into the Vivian, probably. Right? They don't double the 8. Why would they ever double the 8? They double the 8. Wait, I eat. Wait, I'm faster than the Pelipper! That's not supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to be faster than the Pelipper. I'm never supposed to be faster than the Pelipper. How slow am I? I'm like 115. I do kind of want to pivot in Tauros, but that's just a sack for no reason. I also do want to pivot in Politoed, but that's a sack for no reason. Wait, no. It's Protect plus Tauros, because you never double this slot. I don't think. I don't think there's a reason to send an Electroshock into this slot. And I need to wait out the rain. Oh god, it is Last Respect into that slot, and then Electro. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is Electroshock into Tauros. Goodbye, Tauros. How many turns left of rain? Too many. It's 2 turns left of rain. It's not undoable. It could be Pivot and Ape, but that slot's getting doubled. It should have been Ape in this slot, Protect, and bring in Politoed. Yeah, that's what it should have been. Because now I don't want to sack Pidgeot, but I'm kind of forced to. Unless this is a Politoed sweep. You fear it's cooked? I fear you have no faith, I say as the smoke alarm is going off. I think this Basque is banded. I think. From the way it hasn't changed its move, I think it's banded. Anyone know Basculegion's max speed? So I'm not saying there's a world. .78 base speed? That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Rain stalled. Does that help me? No. This is the last turn of rain, Rockwell. So... is there a normal type in the back? Probably no. Yeah, the problem is this Arch. Okay, who's ready for the biggest hurricane hit confusion of their life? Because that's the out. Because the out is no longer Side Puff. There is a normal type in the back. Did it come? Nah, there is no world that Ursaluna's in the back. Okay. The Basculegion always switches because it wants the Aqua Jet in the end game. So what I actually do is I actually double the 8. No. Ugh. Ugh, it's cooked either way. It's cooked either way. The Basculegion doesn't switch. The Basculegion is faster than my Ape. What am I doing? It's surely faster than my Ape. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm throwing, apparently. I have a Vivian in a dream. No! Okay. Alright. I'm actually gonna call it there because I do need to sleep. Yeah. I'm actually so bad at this game. This is actually so bad. It doesn't help that, like, I slept in maybe all of, like, 5 hours since getting back from Toronto. So, yeah. Yeah, we call those. That never happened. You guys never saw anything. You never saw anything. You're all brain rot right now. Yeah, this is true. This is true. The post regional brain rot is real. I shouldn't have hopped on ladder. I should have just built a little cup. That's what I should have done. I should have just built a Little Cup, especially considering I want to play Little Cup on Thursday and don't have time to, you know, build. I should have taken this opportunity. I could have leaked my sauce Rockwell could have hard counter teamed me. Rockwell, high key, if you want to bring the same team to Little Cup, I'm down. But we'd have to build it another time. Because I have to go to sleep. Also, there's no more background music because I'm on the wrong scene on OBS, but also I cannot be asked. So, I guess this is gonna be it. Next 2 days we cook. Oh my god! Building group for Little Cup is happening. Rockwell has willed it into existence. We are building Little Cup. It's happening. We're not streaming it because you know, we can't leak the sauce. But yeah, that was Toronto Regionals. That was the Toronto Regional team. I am back to reclaiming my rightful place as the most mid VGC player of all time. It's been a while since I've said it, but it needed to be reiterated. I'm glad that we had the chance to. And yeah, sleepy vibes. Corrosion, you'll get in on the next Little Cup. Next Little Cup building group is April, maybe, if we do Reg G Little Cup. So, yeah. All right. We be going to sleep. Much love for everyone who pulled up. Much love for everyone who hopped in chat. I'm gonna be the moat of all time, Rockwell. I'm gonna be the moat. That's the one I'm gonna take. That's why I want Corrosion. That's why I want to play Reg G Little Cup. Damn, I've been live 3 hours. Okay. Good night, folks. Take care. Thank you for watching. I'm not gonna do full outro. I'm just gonna click the end stream button. I don't know when it's gonna cut off because, there's a little bit of delay. I don't know how long the delay is. I guess we'll find out. The stream will stop immediately, and you'll no longer be able